The Rangers have once again become the talk of the transfer window as an unexpected twist emerges in the background, one that has the potential to completely upend their summer strategy. Behind the scenes, a situation is unfolding at a rapid pace, and its repercussions might ripple far beyond this transfer window. With the club in a period of transition and high aspirations at Ibrox, this development arrives at precisely the wrong time, or perhaps the perfect moment, depending on which side of the fence you're on. In recent days, the name Dor Turgeman has been circulating steadily in both tabloids and more respectable corners of the footballing press. The Israeli striker, who has been on the Rangers' radar for some time, is said to have made his intentions clear. He wants to move to Glasgow. The 19-year-old marksman has reportedly informed his current club, Maccabi Tel Aviv, of his desire to don the navy and white jersey. Rangers' new manager, Russell Martin, is understood to be keen on reviving an interest that stretches back to previous windows. The Israeli outlet One is now reporting that Turgeman has officially stated his wish to join the Ibrox side. Such a message carries weight, for it signals a player keen to take a sizable step in his career. Yet, hurdles remain. Maccabi recently strengthened their attacking ranks by signing Moldovan forward Ion Nicolaescu, presumably to fill the void left by Aaron Zahavi's departure. Consequently, negotiations for Turgeman's move to Scotland aren't expected to proceed until Rangers tie up other deals. Central to this are departures that would free up both squad space and transfer funds. Speculation continues to swirl around the potential exit of Serdar Dursun or Hamari Glazer. Whichever one moves would free up significant resources for new signings. Dursun's link to a move to AEK Athens has been persistent, but so far nothing concrete has materialized. With the possible sale of one of their strikers, the path could be cleared for Turgeman's move that would signal a bold step in the club's recruitment strategy. At the same time, another name is gaining momentum and capturing fans' imaginations at Ibrox. Moroccan forward Hamza Elegant, signed from Far Rabi for just £1.7 million less than a year ago, has quickly become a figure of fascination. At just 22, Elegant has already delivered 16 goals and 3 assists across 46 appearances, a fine return for a debut season in Scottish football. His dazzling early form inspired supporters and demonstrated his potential to become a key player for the team. Yet a downturn in form under the previous manager, Barry Ferguson, saw his output dip, yielding only 3 goals in his last 21 outings. That decline tempered some of the initial excitement, but it did little to diminish the affection fans still hold for him. Now reports suggest that a new chapter may be about to begin. According to French outlet RMC Sport, Elegant has already reached agreement on personal terms with Lille, signing a 3-year deal. While no official announcement has been made, talk of interest from League One adds a layer of intrigue in Rangers. The question now is whether the club will cash in on a player whose stock may be peaking at the perfect time. Pundit Tam McManus has weighed in, acknowledging Elegant's undeniable quality but cautioning about his pace and physicality. He reckons that a fee in the region of £10 to £15 million would represent astute business for the club. At the same time, McManus issued a warning to the Govan hierarchy, reminding them not to emulate past mistakes when players like Ryan Kent and Alfredo Morelos were allowed to leave for nothing, effectively squandering valuable assets. Behind the scenes, a delicate balancing act is underway. Manager Russell Martin is keen to build his vision around talented young players like Kyle Raskin and Elegant, but any long-term plan must be balanced against the immediate need for funds. To facilitate a comprehensive summer rebuild, departures are inevitable, with the likes of Dursun potentially departing alongside confirmed exits already announced in the creative midfield department. Players such as Vaclav Ern and Janis Magnuson will not be returning next season. The result is a forward line that may well be significantly lighter in numbers and experience. The challenge for the club lies in mitigating the loss of creativity and goal threat while reinvesting effectively to sustain momentum under Martin's leadership. This summer feels pivotal for Rangers. A takeover by 49's Enterprises, led by Parag Marath and Andrew Kavanagh, has brought fresh resources and ambition, but it has also raised expectations. Their majority shareholding has emboldened fans and analysts alike, ushering in a sense of optimism. And yet the stringencies of financial fair play and the need to balance the books mean that tough decisions must be made. If Elegant departs for a sizable fee, it could free up vital funds to reshape the squad, but at the same time his exit would represent the loss of a player who, even in a dip, remains a genuine talent. The sale of Hamza Elegant could be one of the defining moments of this window. It would mark a statement of intent from Rangers, signaling a willingness to trade on player value, reinvest and proceed with a long-term strategy. On the other hand, it could also provoke unrest among the supporters who had latched onto the Moroccan as a shining hope of a new era at Ibrox. The decision will ultimately reflect on the club's new leadership, embodied in Russell Martin's coaching ethos and 49ers' sporting ambitions off the pitch. And that, fellow Rangers fans, brings us to the crux of this summer's story. The sale of Elegant isn't just a transaction, it's a symbol of how Rangers intend to operate going forward. Will they hold on to their bright young talents and attempt to build a squad around them, even at the expense of potential financial gain, or will they elect to cash in now, reinvest wisely and allow a new crop of players to step into the spotlight? The next few weeks will offer answers. The Ibrox faithful will be watching every move with keen interest, knowing full well that this window could shape the trajectory of the club for seasons ahead. While the saga surrounding Hamza Eligon and Dor Turgeman dominates headlines, it is far from the only story shaping the future of Rangers this summer. Another development is quietly gathering momentum that could impact the club's defensive stability and hint at a wider reshuffle under the new regime. Dutch centre-back Robin Proper, who joined the Light Blues last season and featured prominently with over 20 league starts, is now considering a return to his former club, FC Twente. The defender, known for his composure on the ball and leadership at the back, has been linked with a move back to the Netherlands, where he previously captained Twente and racked up over 100 appearances. Negotiations appear to be well underway. Twente have already agreed a fee in the region of £1.5 million with Rangers, placing the decision firmly in the hands of the player himself. Proper has returned to training with the Rangers squad, but questions linger about whether he sees his long-term future in Scotland under Russell Martin. The manager, looking to impose his tactical vision in full, may prefer defenders with different profiles of physical attributes, potentially paving the way for Proper's exit. The move would represent a loss of experience and continuity in the back line, yet it might be necessary to make space for new arrivals that better fit the system Martin intends to implement. Adding to the intrigue, Twente manager Joseph Oosting has gone public with his desire to bring Proper home, revealing that he has personally spoken with the player. His message was clear: he wants the deal done and believes it would benefit both parties. This personal touch, combined with the already agreed fee and Proper's previous affinity with the club, has led many to believe that the transfer could be completed imminently. For Rangers, it would be a calculated decision, perhaps driven less by necessity and more by an overarching plan to realign the squad's balance across positions and ages. Meanwhile, off the pitch, a significant rule change in English football has sent shockwaves through the ownership landscape, with potential long-term implications for Rangers. The English Football League has amended its multi-club ownership regulations to permit clubs in the Championship League 1 and League 2 to invest in Scottish and Irish clubs. This shift comes just weeks after 49ers Enterprises finalized their majority acquisition of Rangers, and while coincidental on the surface, it fuels speculation that deeper integration between clubs under shared ownership could be on the horizon. Until recently, the EFL had restricted such investments, limiting the ability of clubs within its structure to hold stakes in teams across certain other leagues. With Scotland and Ireland now removed from that exclusion list, a new door has opened, one that could see clubs like Leeds United, also owned by the 49ers Group, forge closer ties with Rangers. The aim ostensibly is to create a more interconnected network for talent development, player movement, and strategic collaboration. Examples of this model already exist, most notably Brighton's owner Tony Bloom investing significantly in Hearts, and the Black Knights' purchase of a substantial stake in Hibernian. These cases illustrate the growing trend of football clubs becoming part of broader sporting portfolios with shared data recruitment models and business strategies. For Rangers, the timing could be ideal, with their new American owners eager to modernize operations and position the club for sustained success both domestically and in Europe. The ability to collaborate more freely with English counterparts is a notable asset. It could mean more fluid transfer activity, opportunities for emerging players to develop on loan within a trusted ecosystem, and access to shared scouting networks. Yet there are concerns too, particularly among supporters who fear that such moves may dilute the club's identity or lead to decisions made with another club's interests in mind. Maintaining Rangers' autonomy and competitive integrity will be paramount, especially with such a passionate and watchful fan base. The new ownership has already demonstrated a willingness to invest and think long-term, but football is a results-driven business, and patience, though encouraged, has its limits. With Celtic still setting the pace domestically, any major restructuring effort must yield quick benefits on the pitch. The recruitment decisions of this summer, including the possible departures of players like Eligon and Proper, must be matched with intelligent acquisitions that fit both the tactical and cultural demands of Rangers Football Club. As the squad begins to take shape, the message from within Ibrox is one of ambition and clarity. Russell Martin, backed by the board, appears to have a clear vision of what he wants his team to look like, but football's unpredictability ensures that even the best-laid plans can be thrown into disarray. Injuries, failed negotiations, or late bids from rival clubs can all change the landscape in an instant. What remains crucial is that the club continues to operate with intent, conviction, and a long-term strategy that doesn't compromise the values that make Rangers unique. This summer, perhaps more than any other in recent memory, will test the alignment between vision and execution. With pressure mounting and a loyal support base demanding progress, Rangers stand at a crossroads, one that could determine whether they reclaim their dominance in Scottish football or face another period of transition. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to get all the exclusive news about Rangers FC. Don't overlook any details about your beloved team. It's crucial for Rangers FC fans. Whispers are swirling around Ibrox this week as reports emerge suggesting Rangers might be lining up what could become the most audacious signing in the club's storied history, a potential swoop for Ghanaian midfielder Thomas Partey. While nothing concrete has been confirmed by either camp, insiders close to the situation have hinted that talks, though in early stages, might already be underway. PARTEY, currently at Arsenal, has struggled for consistent game time over the past season, plagued by injuries and finding himself on the fringes of Mikel Arteta's evolving squad. With his contract entering its final year and the Gunners reportedly open to trimming their wage bill, murmurs have begun that a move north of the border could be on the cards, and not just any move, but a record-breaking one for Rangers. If the deal were to materialize, PARTEY would become the most expensive player ever brought to Ibrox, smashing previous transfer benchmarks and signaling a bold new era under the current leadership. The 31-year-old's experience at the highest level, from Champions League nights with Atletico Madrid to fierce Premier League clashes, would instantly elevate the midfield options available to the Gerst. Sources close to the Ghanaian international say he is intrigued by the idea of being the central figure in a side hungry to reclaim dominance in Scotland and make serious strides in Europe. The lure of regular football, a passionate fan base, and the chance to be a transformative signing could all play a part in swaying his decision. Of course, nothing is yet set in stone. There are still financial hurdles to overcome, not to mention competition from clubs across Europe and the Middle East, reportedly monitoring the situation. But the mere suggestion of PARTEY donning the light blue has already set tongues wagging in Glasgow. It's still only a rumor, but one that's gaining traction by the day. Greetings, fans. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, as it's greatly appreciated by Rangers FC. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comment section below. Until the next video, stay tuned.